Hi everyone, hope you are fine. Today we are looking at the Hercules DJControl Inpulse 300. The Impulse 300 is a 2-channel controller with a headphone output and speakers output. It is delivered with just 4. The connections are very simple. All you need is your USB cable, so you will have just to plug your speakers and your headphone. You will have all functions you need to begin the DJing, like hot cue, roll, slicer, tone play, sampler, beat jump, auto effects. You can buy the Hercules DJControl Inpulse 300 at €199. Let's see the browser part for the moment. So you can move to your playlist or your Finder or Sampler, iTunes, etc. If you push once, you go to your playlist, and another time you go to your track, and you have just to load on the left and load on the right, and you have your track directly for the playing. After, in the mixer part, you will have your trim control or gain control, your first important volume on your mixer. After, the EQs, so you have high, mid, low. The filter part, you can have a low pass filter, on the left, high pass filter on the right, and we will see after, but you can adjust this one with the FX part on the left or on the right if you are in the left part in your deck 2. The Q section, or I prefer to say PFL section, you can listen to your deck 1, channel 2, the master, or 3 of them directly into your headphone. Just before going to the fader and crossfader, you have the beat match guide here. It's for beginners. It's, I think, a good stuff to start DJing. You don't have to watch every time this, because it's not very good to learn DJing, but it can help you to start, you know. So when you are directly, I will put this track on the right. You have the same track, but look, when I push like that, and if I engage the beat match guide, you see, you will have this guide here and this guide here, which allow you to see what is the problem. So if I put less, you see here, He's telling me that the tempo is good, the BPM, but not for the grid, not the match, I don't know in French, the beat is good, but not the track or not the kick on the kick, etc. So I have just to turn where it is indicate here, so like that. And you see, he's telling me it's good. If I go wrong, you have that. So it can help you, but it don't have to be every time if you want to use it. After you have your fader and crossfader, you don't have any curve for the adjustment for the faders, but you have on the crossfade, you can move the curve and you can edit if you want automatic curve here. And it's all for the mixer part. So let's go to the deck part. You will have a great big jog. You can easily decrease or increase the bending, on the choral or on the platter, and you can have the same thing on the choral, but scratch on the platter. Just under the vinyl mode, you will have a loop. You can make a loop with or without quantize. You see the quantize here allow you to put your point or cue loop directly into the grid analyzed by the software. You see there is a grid on each beat of the track. White one, red one, white, every beat, and a red one in each 4 beat. You see 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, etc. So if you take quantize, it will help you to put your loop if you want. So in point, 2, 3, 4. Or you can make a 4 beat with a long push on the in. After you will have your tempo, your pitch bend, your pitch, so you can move with or without time stretch. Without, you will have this. Of course, you can change the length of the percentage. You can have 6, 10, 50, 100 if you want. And with time stretch, you will have that. So you change the tempo, but you keep the original key of the track. Of course, you have your shift button, allow you to make some things like search in the track if you want. You can have the sync mode, cue, play. Cue is the first cue direct in your track, the first recorded point. And before going to the pad, we will see the FX. So you can choose your FX directly with the shift button like that, or directly with the mouse if you want. And when it's done, you have just to push on. And all FX are post fader, not post crossfader, just post fader and post filter. And now let's go to the pad. So you will have 8 pads, allow you to make some manipulation, odd cues, roll, slicer, etc. So odd cue are point recorded directly into your track. You can choose your point like that, the empty slot. You can repeat them. You can repeat with the quantize function or not. And you can erase them with the shift button. The roll function allows you to have a little loop on your track, but the track is playing underneath. So when you release it, you will be directly into the moment where you have to be if you didn't do the roll function, like scratch, etc. You can have this same function with the sleep mode. If you make a scratch like that, you jump in the same point. But with sleep mode or odd cue, so roll is like that. You have a loop, but the track is playing underneath. Slicer, make a little loop. Whoa, it's very, very fast. Let's see like that. A loop directly into the track, a 8-bit loop, and it takes the over 8-bit loop and go on. And you can repeat the same pad that is colored in red. You have the same thing with the slicer loop, we will see after. The sampler, so you can put your own sample directly into a slot like that. And if you have the tempo change, you have the sample matched to the tempo of your track. And you can stop this sample with the button Shift. There is some sample directly into the software if you want, so you can you're not obligated to use your sample directly now if you don't know how to make a sample. You can directly have a lot of sample. You see, if I put 16 sample, you see there is a lot of sample. Like you can have this one. Oh no, sorry. So you see there is plenty of things to do with that. After the sampler, you have 4 overs function with a long touch of the function. You see, I push long and I have tone play. Before using tone play, be sure to use the right EQ you want to use. This one or this one. I will go with this one. So I go to tone play. Etc. The FX part, you will have 4 FX allow you to make some effects, but you have to push once to go in it and push twice to cut it. And the others allow you to make some effects, but you have just to push once. And the last 2 are some scratch. The slicer loop, like I said, it's the same as it's fast too. It's the same as the slicer, but you have always the same loop. You see, it doesn't go to another loop after the same loop, but the method is the same. You have just to push on each pad you want to play. You can do it with the sleep mode. Of course, you can have a half beat if you want. Etc. And for the last function, the beat jump, allow you to make a jump into the music on the left, on the right, 1 beat, 2 beats, 4 beat, or 8 beat. 1 beat, 2 beat, 4 beat, and 8 beat. And it's done for the Hercules DJControl Inpulse 300. If you have any questions about this product, feel free to ask under the video. And see you next content. Thank you for watching this one and take care everyone. Bye bye.